Welcome back to Whispers from the Walls, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that honestly resonates with so many of us, whether we've articulated it or not: found family. Specifically, how those incredibly strong bonds can form in the most unlikely, even the darkest, of places. Think about it. Sometimes the people who truly save us aren't the ones we're biologically connected to, but the ones who step into our lives when everything else feels like it's crumbling.
That's such a powerful truth, Jane. It's a testament to the human spirit, isn't it? The ability to forge connections, to find solace and strength, even when the environment is overtly hostile or designed to strip you of your individuality. It speaks to an innate need for connection that can't be suppressed, no matter the circumstances.
Absolutely. I mean, we've all felt isolated at some point, right? But imagine being in a place like Greer Asylum, which is the setting for the incredible journey of Lillian in the Quieting trilogy. She enters this facility completely alone, emotionally, physically, spiritually worn thin. And yet, even there, connection finds her. It's not about blood, it's about something far deeper: recognition.
Yeah, that idea of recognition really hits home. It's like when you see someone else's ache and through it you finally understand your own. It's that moment of, oh, you get it. You really get it. And that shared understanding can be the spark of something profound, a bond that becomes a lifeline.
Exactly. And what's so compelling about stories like Lillian's, and what we want to explore today, is that these bonds aren't always loud or dramatic. They're often built on such small, almost imperceptible exchanges. A shared glance across a sterile room, a whispered warning in a moment of danger, a steady, quiet presence when the rest of the world feels utterly hostile.
It reminds me of the subtleties of human interaction. We often look for grand gestures, but sometimes the most significant acts of care are incredibly small. A nod of understanding, leaving a door slightly ajar, a small object passed discreetly. These tiny acts become monumental in oppressive environments because they carry so much weight and risk.
And they're often the most dangerous, too. Because in places like Greer Asylum, where control is paramount, even a glimmer of independent human connection is seen as a threat. So when someone takes that risk for you, even if it's just a silent acknowledgement, it speaks volumes about their character and the inherent human desire to connect and protect.
I think it's about seeing humanity in another, even when society or the system they're in tries to dehumanize everyone. It's like you're looking at someone who's being treated as less than, and you're thinking, no, I see you. I see your struggle, your worth. That act of seeing can be incredibly powerful for both parties involved.
That's beautiful, Bob. The Quieting trilogy really nails this. It shows us how, even in the most controlled places, humanity sneaks in, hope sneaks in. It's not just about surviving, it's about finding reasons to fight, and often those reasons are the people you find along the way. Lillian's journey is a masterclass in this, her allies becoming indispensable.
It also highlights the incredible resilience of the human spirit. When everything is designed to break you, the very act of forming a bond, a clandestine friendship, or a silent understanding becomes an act of defiance. It's a rebellion against the system itself, a quiet assertion that you can't take everything from me.
And think about the impact of a single ally. Just one person. It can completely change the entire shape of a girl's survival. From feeling utterly alone and without options, to having someone who literally watches your back, who you can confide in, even if it's just through shared glances. That shifts the entire dynamic of fear and despair.
It provides a source of strength that you can't get from anywhere else. When you're in a truly dark place, you can feel like you're carrying the weight of the world by yourself. But when someone else steps up, even just to share that burden, it suddenly feels lighter. You're not alone in the fight anymore.
I often wonder what it takes for someone to be that ally. In a place where self-preservation would logically be the primary instinct, what drives someone to risk their own safety, their own fragile existence, to offer that lifeline to another? Is it empathy, a shared trauma, or something even more fundamental?
I think it's a combination, Jane. Empathy certainly plays a huge role, seeing someone else's suffering and feeling compelled to alleviate it. But I also think it's about mutual aid, a recognition that my survival is tied to yours. In truly desperate situations, a collective strength, even a small one, is often more effective than individual isolation. It becomes a symbiotic relationship, even if unspoken.
And there's a certain kind of kinship that forms in adversity. When you've both gone through something harrowing, something most people can't even imagine, that shared experience creates an unbreakable bond. It's like you've seen each other at your absolute worst, and you still choose to stand together. That's a powerful foundation for any relationship, especially in a found family context.
Yeah, it's almost like a unique language, a silent understanding forged in the fire. You don't need to say much. A look, a gesture, a subtle shift in posture can communicate volumes because you're both operating on the same wavelength of survival and hope.
That's such a keen observation, Bob. It speaks to the idea that communication isn't just about words. It's about presence, intention, and an almost telepathic understanding that develops when stakes are high. In the quieting, Lillian learns to read those nonverbal cues, to discern friend from foe, and to rely on those silent signals for her very life.
And this kind of found family isn't just about emotional support, it's often practical. In a controlled environment, resources are scarce. Information is power. So, an ally might share a scrap of food, pass on crucial information about the guards' routines, or help you hide something important. It's about tangible acts of support that directly contribute to survival.
Exactly. It's the difference between merely existing and actually having a chance to fight back, or at least to retain some sense of self. Without that support, the isolation alone can be as destructive as any physical hardship. Lillian's initial vulnerability, her emotional exhaustion, is slowly chipped away as she finds these small points of light.
It's about holding on to your identity, too. When you're in a place that's trying to strip you of who you are, having someone who sees you, truly sees you, helps you remember that you're more than just a number or a patient. You're a person with a story, with hopes, with fears, and you're not alone in that.
And that's why these stories, fictional or real, resonate so deeply. Because even if we haven't been in a literal dark place like Greer Asylum, we've all had moments where we've felt alone, vulnerable, and in desperate need of a connection. And many of us have experienced the profound relief and strength that comes from finding those unexpected allies.
It's a universal human experience. Whether it's a new job, moving to a new city, or going through a personal crisis, that initial sense of isolation can be overwhelming. And then someone extends a hand, offers a kind word, or just consistently shows up. That's found family in action, even in everyday life.
It makes me think about how resilient we are as humans. We're wired for connection. We crave it. And when it's denied or stripped away, we find ways to create it, even in the most barren emotional landscapes. It's almost an unconscious, instinctual act of self-preservation, isn't it?
Yeah, like a plant pushing through concrete. You think there's no way, but life finds a way. And in our case, it's connection. It's finding that small sliver of common ground, that shared vulnerability, and building something real from it.
The Quieting trilogy really explores the spectrum of these bonds, too. Not all found family is perfect or without its own complexities. Sometimes there are disagreements, betrayals, or difficult choices that test those connections. But the core commitment, the underlying recognition, often holds even through those trials.
And that's what makes it so realistic and impactful. It's not a fairy tale where everything is suddenly perfect. It's a gritty, hard-won battle for survival, and the relationships formed within that battle are forged in fire. They're not always pretty, but they're incredibly strong because they've withstood immense pressure.
It's also about what you learn from these people. Lillian, in particular, gains strength and wisdom from her unexpected allies. They teach her different ways of seeing the world, different strategies for survival, and ultimately, different ways of defining courage.
It's like they become a mirror for her, reflecting back her own hidden strengths. When you're alone, it's easy to lose sight of who you are and what you're capable of. But when someone else believes in you, that belief can reignite your own flame.
That's such a beautiful way to put it. This idea of found family isn't just about receiving support, it's often about rediscovering your own agency and power through the eyes of someone else. It's a mutual empowerment, really.
It's a crucial reminder that even in the bleakest landscapes, humanity isn't entirely extinguished. There are always embers, always people willing to connect, to share their warmth, and to help others navigate the darkness. It gives you hope, even when the narrative is otherwise grim.
And it makes you think about your own found family. Who are the people in your life who stepped up when they didn't have to? Who saw your ache and understood it, even without you saying a word? Those are the bonds that truly sustain us, aren't they?
Absolutely. Blood might make you family, but loyalty, empathy, and shared struggle make you kin. and sometimes that kin is stronger than anything else.
A perfect point to leave our listeners with today. The power of found family, especially in the dark, is an enduring testament to human connection. It's about those small exchanges, the whispered warnings, the steady presence. It's about seeing, recognizing, and choosing to stand with someone no matter what. You've been listening to Whispers from the Walls. If today's conversation resonated with you, and you want to follow where these incredible bonds first form, begin with the quieting. The full trilogy is waiting for you to discover.